Good morning, everyone. How are you all? Hope you all are good. So, today we are going to continue with our chapter Heat. Okay, last time, last lecture, we have learnt about transfer of heat, different ways of transfer of heat. In that, we'll discuss about conduction, convection, and both these very in detail with some activities also. Okay, so now we will now study about radiation, about land breeze and sea breeze, and some extra questions related to this chapter. Okay, so let's start with our chapter number 4. Next, our topic is about sea breeze and land breeze. What is sea breeze and land breeze? In activity of convection, which you have studied in previous lecture, see that so that activity in your last lecture in activity video. In that video, you saw about sea breeze and land breeze also. Okay, so in detail we will discuss now. So let's start with sea breeze. Daytime, nighttime, all figures are here. See, sea breeze. During the day, land get heated faster than the sea. Means lands get heated faster than the sea. Okay, so air above the land. Air above the land gets heated, becomes hotter, and rises up and cool air from sea towards the land. Okay, this is called sea breeze. Means during the daytime, what happened during the daytime? The land gets heated faster than the sea. We can observe in our daily routine also, but don't go outside. Remember one thing, when we go near any river in hot summer days, then we feel cool air comes from that side, from the river side. Okay, so like this way, during the during the daytime, the land gets heated faster than the sea. Okay, so air above the land gets heated, become hotter, and rises up. Okay, and cool air from the sea moves towards the land. See in this figure, daytime. In daytime, cool air comes from the sea towards the land and warm air from land towards the sea. Okay, this is called sea breeze. Now, land breeze means during the night. Land breeze means during the night, sea cools down slowly than the land. Sea cools down slowly than the land. So, hot air above the sea rises up and cool air from the land moves towards the sea. This is called land breeze. Means this is opposite to the sea breeze. Understood? During night time, see in this figure, during night time, warm air. What is the warm air? During night, sea cools down slowly than the land. So hot air above the sea rises up and cool air from the land moves towards the sea. This is called land breeze. Understood? Okay. Next one is sea breeze peak. Air moves from the sea during the day. Means this is ocean, means sea breeze. Okay, and this is land. Rising warm air and descending to the cool air. This movement goes like this way. Okay. Now see, breeze blows during the day means cool air from sea moves towards the land and hot air rises up from the land to the sea. Okay, during daytime. Understood? These arrows denotes cool air from sea moves towards the land and from land hot air rises up. See, like this way, land breeze. Air moves from land at night. Means, see in this figure, from land breeze, cool air from land moves towards the sea. This is called land breeze. Okay. In sea breeze, cool air moves towards the land, but from land, cool air from land moves towards the sea in land breeze. Okay. In land breeze, cool air from land moves towards the sea, and in sea breeze, cool air from sea moves towards the land. Understood? Now, next is about radiation. Means this is the third way of heat transferring. This was remaining. This is our remaining part. So, radiation is the process. Radiation is the process like convection and conduction. Radiation is the process by which heat is transferred from one place to another without the help of any medium. Means heat from the sun reaches to the earth by radiations. No any medium is there. Okay. When we sit near a fire, we feel warm due to heat radiations by the fire. All hot bodies radiate heat. Understood? Radiation is the process by which heat is transferred from one place to another with the help of any medium. Okay, without the help of any medium. No medium is required in this process when heat is transferred from one place to another. Okay, in conduction method, solid form is there, solid medium. In liquid and gaseous medium, for liquid and gaseous medium, convection method is there, and without any help of any medium, heat can be transferred from one place to another by the help of radiations. Okay, the heat from the sun reaches the earth by radiations. When we sit near the fire, we feel warm. Due to heat radiated from the fire, all hot bodies radiate heat. So, we feel heat. Okay? Understood? Now, heat from the sun. We'll discuss in detail heat from the sun. First, you see one activity based on radiation. See this activity, one small 2 minutes activity, and after that we start this way how we can absorb, how we can get heat from sun by the radiations, how we can get. Okay, now see first this video.
Radiation. Example, a person throws the ball towards the bowler. The heat energy which is transferred heating the space in between and which does not require any medium for its transfer is called radiation. The thermal or heat radiations can travel in vacuum with speed of light. That is, with speed 3 into 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second. Sun rays come to the earth without any intermediate medium. They are also reflected like light radiations. 1. Dark and dull surfaces are good emitters of radiant heat energy, while bright surfaces are poor emitters. 2. Dark surfaces are good absorbers of heat energy, while light or bright surfaces are good reflectors of heat energy. Applications of radiation. 1. Cooking utensils are painted black at the bottom because black surface is good absorber of heat. As a result, the cooking will take place faster. 2. White clothes are preferred during summers than colored clothes. The reason is that white color is a good reflector of heat, while colored clothes can absorb more heat from the sun. 3. Inside surface of a solar cooker is painted black so that it can absorb a large quantity of heat from the sun and cooking can be faster. Thermos flask. Thermos flask is a special type of bottle which keeps hot substances hot and cold substances cold for a long time. It is also called vacuum flask. The thermos flask was invented by Sir James Dewar, and sometimes it is also referred as the Dewar vessel. Construction. Thermos flask consists of a double-walled glass vessel having a vacuum between the walls. The bottle is placed in metallic case having non-conducting materials like cork or sponge in between. The outer surface of the inner wall and the inner surface of the outer wall are silvered. The mouth of the bottle is fitted with a cork stopper. Working. In a thermos, the transfer of heat is minimized in these ways. 1. Through vacuum, both the process of conduction and convection of heat are not possible as they require a medium. 2. The cork stopper prevents the transfer of heat by convection. 3. Silvering of the vacuum tube minimizes the transfer of heat by radiation. This is because polished surfaces are both bad radiators and good reflectors of heat.
So, after this video, we'll start our next topic, that is heat from sun. Means how does radiations from sun reaches from sun to earth? How does heat reaches from sun to earth? Because there is too much empty space between sun and earth. Okay, so you can feel sun is warm your skin on sunny day. Our skin becomes so hot, and this is because energy causes the particles in your skin is move faster. That is equal to more heat energy they absorb. So let's start our topic. How does heat from the sun reaches to the earth? Okay, sun is very far. We know sun is very far away from earth. There are mainly empty space between the sun and the earth. See in this figure also, sun and the earth, and we know between sun and earth there is too much space. Even then, heat from the sun reaches to the earth. Now, heat from the sun can't reach to the earth by conduction or convection method, because in these processes, both these processes require a medium. We know, we have learned this, like solid, liquid or gas medium they required, for which they required this medium for transferring of heat. They can't take place in empty spaces. Okay, or empty spaces as well as called vacuum also. Don't confuse about this word is or used instead of empty space. Okay, heat from the sun reaches on the earth by the process of radiations. Okay, by the process of radiations. Means sun is an extremely hot object. We all know sun is very extremely hot object, and sun emits heat radiations, means heat rays in all the directions, not only on one surface. Everywhere sun emits heat radiations. Okay, these heat radiations travel through vacuum between the sun and the earth at a very high speed and reaches on the earth. When sun's radiations fall on earth and its object, they received heat energy and hence get heated. Any object if we put outside in the when sun radiations fall on that object, then that object get heated, and thus the sun heat reaches the earth by the process of radiations, and the invisible heat rays which transfer heat by radiations, these rays are called infrared rays. Okay, these rays, invisible heat rays which transfer heat by radiations to on the earth, that rays are called infrared rays. Okay, and we have just said that transfer of heat from hot object to the cold object by the process of radiations, and this type no any medium is required for transferring of heat. Understood? It can take place whether a medium is present or not. Okay, or in our day-to-day life we have many situations where heat is transferred by radiations through medium called air. Okay, so this is all about how does heat from sun reaches on the earth. Okay, now see some examples through which radiations of heat we can feel when we stand next to the burning fire. Okay, we can feel the heat of fire falling on our face, or you can ask from your mother also when she cooks some food in kitchen, then in on a burning gas, then she feel hot and sweat, so many sweat in summer days she feels. Okay, you can ask, and you can also doing some cooking while in sunny days during summer days, so you feel hot on your body and sweating on your start sweating on your whole body. Okay, so the heat is transferred from fire to our face by which way? By ways of radiations. Understood? So when we sit in front of room heater, we get heat directly by the process of radiations. And a hot utensil means say filled with hot water, tea, coffee, kept away from the flame, cools down by transferring heat radiations to the surrounding. Okay. Sometimes when your mother gives you hot milk, you said, "Mama, this is too hot." You what you do then? You kept it for some time. When cool air, hot air, then what happened? Hot heat radiates in the surrounding by radiation. Then it become cool after some time. Then you can drink. Okay. Now, depending on the temperature of surrounding also, our body gives heat to the surrounding and relieves heat from the receive heat from the surrounding by radiations. Okay, this is some examples, some general examples you can take. Don't take any tension about any topic. Okay, because our syllabus is too easy, only depending on the real life examples related to our daily life experiences. So next is absorbs of heat radiation. Absorbs means those objects having dark color. Dark color means dark color clothes if we wear in summer days means black, like brown. Okay, then heat absorb by black color, too much heat absorb radiations by that particular cloth, and then the object then it becomes too heat and our body temperature also increased because heat, too much heat is absorbed by our clothes. Okay, So absorbs of heat radiation is simply just like we wearing clothes, dark color clothes in summer days. So in this one activity is there about wooden block or container, black color container or white color tin, or you can use a black color, any black color bucket also if you want to do any activity like this in your home. The so absorbers of heat radiations means the amount of heat which an object can absorb by radiations depend on the color of that object. If the object having dark color, then absorb more heat radiations instead of then objects having light color. Okay, now see this activity. We take a black painted tin can and a white tin can of same sizes and place them on two wooden blocks separately, and then pour them equal amount of water, fill them equal amount of water in both the tin cans, and fix thermometers in them with the help of rubber cork, or you can use your eraser also instead of this rubber cork. And the initial temperature of water in both the tin cans are noted. Okay, their initial temperature will be exactly equal. When we place both the cans in bright sunlight for 1 hour, the heat radiations from the sun will fall equally on both the tin cans. Okay, and after 1 hour, we note down that temperature of water both the tins again. Then we observe, we find that water in the black tin can is at higher temperature than water in the white can, since heat of the sun. And this shows black color means dark color object absorb more heat than the light color objects. Is that clear? Okay, you take any other example also instead of this tins. Like this way, emitters means first we will discuss about absorbers, then emitters like this way also, same like previous. The hot objects having dark color emits more heat radiations than the hot objects having light color. Okay, see, same activity like previous you can do. We take a black tin can and a white tin can of same size. These tin cans are placed on wooden blocks separately and kept in a shady place inside a room. Now placed inside a room because we want to see emitters of heat radiations. On a previous activity, we have seen about absorption of heat radiations. We kept that in the sunlight, in the sun rays, when radiations directly fall on then that tins. Now in that this type of tins allow both the tin cans to stand for 10 minutes. Means keep water is filled when we note initial temperature, then and kept some water in both the cans. Then after 10 minutes, means allow both the tin cans stand for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, note the temperature of water in both the tin cans again. We will find that in water in black tin can is at lower temperature than the water in white tin can. This means black color tin can has lost heat faster than white color. Means black colored object emitter emits heat more than light color tin. Okay, this is example of emitters of heat radiations. Now some about dark color surfaces or dark color clothes. These are same like previous. Means take two tin cans, dark color surfaces absorbs more heat than light color surface, and dark color surfaces radiate more heat than light color surfaces. Okay, so there are some kinds of clothes which we wear in our daily life. Dark color absorbs, we notice every day when we go outside to wear, while we wear dark color clothes, then heat more heat absorbs by our clothes, because dark color clothes absorbs more heat. Dark color clothes surface absorb more heat than light color clothes, and we wear dark color clothes in winter because it absorbs more heat and keep us warm. Understood? And we wear light color clothes in summer because it reflects most of the heat and keep us cool. Reflects means emit, absorb means absorb. Now, what we have learned in this chapter, our sense of touch. In starting, we will discuss about hot and cold, and after that, about thermometer, temperature, about clinical thermometer. Normal temperature of human body is 37 degrees Celsius, and heat flows from body at higher temperature of body to the lower temperature of body. Three ways. Now after that we'll discuss about three ways through which heat can flow: by conduction, convection, and radiation. In conduction, which medium is required for conduction method? Solid. Liquid and gases, heat is transferred by convection method, and no medium is required for transfer the heat by radiations. And what are conductors? The materials which allow heat to pass through them easily, that are called conductors of heat. And the materials which do not allow heat to pass through them easily, that are called insulators. Okay, and after that, dark color objects absorb more heat and light color objects absorb less heat than dark color. Okay, so that is the reason we feel more comfortable in light color clothes in summer days. Okay, so this is all about our chapter. Now some questions are there, some extra questions related to this chapter, and no need to worry about writing work. You can complete your work within 2 days, 3 days easily. Don't take too much burden for completing these questions, because in sixth class you have to write only 5 or 6 questions are there, but in seventh class, so 5 or 6 more extra questions are there. And so write it very carefully and don't take burden for writing these work. Okay, you can write four questions daily, you can write, because now we are going to revise our syllabus one by one topic in detail with activities. So like this way, one by one you can write, complete your notebooks also. Okay, so some extra questions related to this lesson. First question is, what is conduction? And PDF of this I will give you in app also, on in and your WhatsApp group, broadcast group also I will send. So first see these. What is conduction? The process by which, what is conduction? You can write in your own words also. Okay, the process by which heat is transferred from hotter end to the colder end of an object is known as conduction. In solid, heat is transferred by this process of conduction. Understood? No any problem in this question. And what is the method of transfer of heat in most of the solid? Same question related to this, but in word we can answer this question like conduction method. And what is the method of transfer of heat in most of the liquids? Tell me, which method? Convection. Okay, right. Now next one is, what are conductors and insulators? You have already done this question in your previous class. About conductors and insulators in electricity chapter will discussed. So we discussed in electricity chapter. Now The materials which allow heat to pass through them easily are called conductors of heat. For example, all metallic objects, silver, copper, iron. Now, materials which do not allow heat to pass through them easily, that are called poor conductor, like plastic, wood, they are called insulators. Now, this is simple questions. How does the heat travel in water or in gases? Now, how does the heat travel in water or in gases? This is one diagram is there for this question. When water is heated, water near the flame gets hot first. Means at the bottom of the water start heat from the bottom. Water is heated, the water near the flame gets hot. Hot water then rises up in the form of bubbles, and the cold water from the side moves downward. Means hot water rises up and cold water moves downward, and from the side it moves downward towards the source of heat. This water also gets hot and rises up, and water from the sides moves down. This process of continuation till the whole water gets heated. This mode of heat of transfer is known as convection, because this is in this which medium is used, liquid medium. So in this, what is the mode of heat of transfer in this? Convection. Understood? One figure is there. See in this figure, arrow marks denote first move downward, then upward, then goes downward. Okay, water move downward to upward. See, next question is, name 3 methods of transfer of heat. So easy: conduction, convection, and radiation. Okay. Now, next question is, why is the handle of metallic kettle covered with strips of cane? Means, handle of metallic kettle is covered with strips because kettle is heated with heat. Kettle is heated when we put on the burning flame, and then heat does not pass through the strips of cane because strips of cane is bad conductor of heat. Only then we may told handle with bare hands. Okay, means like a question, why the handle of screwdriver is made up of plastic material? Because plastic is bad conductor of current. Means in through plastic, current cannot allow to pass through the plastic, because plastic is insulator. So that's why in previously, like same question is here, in conduction in means in case of heat also like current. Okay, so that's why the screwdriver, handle of screwdriver made up of plastic. Like this way, handle of kettle is made up of strips or plastic as well. Okay, now next question is, why is the range of clinical thermometer kept between 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius? Means clinical thermometer is used by measure the temperature of human body, is used by us for measuring our body temperature, and temperature of our body, human body, normally doesn't go below 35 or above 42. That's why reason thermometer has the range between 35 degrees Celsius and 42 degrees Celsius. These questions are very easy questions. You can write it in your own wording, but wording should be correct. Okay. Explain the structure of clinical thermometer. Now, what is the structure of clinical thermometer? Everybody know about the structure of clinical thermometer. A clinical thermometer is a long, narrow, uniform glass tube, and in front of them, bulb-like mercury containing mercury. Bulb-like structure is there, like this. In this bulb-like structure contains mercury. Outside the bulb, shining thread of mercury should be seen. Okay, on the glass tube we can see the temperature scale. Glass, it is made up of glass tube through which we can see the temperature scale, usually in Celsius. Okay, so next question is our difference between heat and temperature. Difference between heat and temperature. See, it is heat is in the form of, it is in the form of energy. It is in the form of energy, and it flows from one object to the other object when there is a different in temperature between that object, means from hot objects to cold objects. And temperature, it is a thermal condition of body. It is the quantity that indicates whether or not, means, and in which direction it will flow from one body to the other. And in this heat, it is total amount of internal energy of molecules of body, and it is the proportional to average kinetic energy of molecules of body, means about molecules of body. And as a result, heat exchange between two bodies, total amount of heat of two bodies remains unchanged. Means the exchange between two bodies, total amount doesn't change. And as a result, heat exchange between bodies, some of their temperature before and after exchange is not the same. Okay, when we get fever, then our temperature increases, and then after that decreases. So there is a difference in temperature. Okay, it is the cause and it is the effect. And SI unit means its unit is measured in joule. Heat is measured in joule, and this is in Kelvin. SI simple unit is its Kelvin. Okay, and this unit is like when we measure distance in meter, centimeter, and about these units, SI and CGS unit, you detailed in your next classes. Okay, so its SI unit is, its unit is, you can say, joule, Joule, and its unit is Kelvin. Okay, so this is all about our questions answer, extra question answer related to these this topic, heat. Okay, this lesson. So now you can write questions, extra questions in your notebook, and read it carefully, and learn in proper way each and every question. Try to learn also. Don't only focus on your writing work, on your understanding part, on your learning part. Also focused on your understanding or learning part side by side your writing part. Okay, so thank you. Have a nice day. Stay safe, stay healthy. Bye bye. Take care.